mentioned supplements, the supplements you take, Dr. Jaffe. Would you say that everybody would benefit from certain supplements, or can you get what you need from a good, healthy diet like you just described?
I was taught that you could get what you need from a good, healthy diet, and that might have been true when I was taught it 50 plus years ago, but it's not true today. I'm not sure it was true then, but I'm sure it's not true today. So yes, from my point of view, even if you have a perfect diet, you get mostly biodynamic grasses and fresh fruits and vegetables in abundance and all of that, even with all of that, which I would commend you to do, supplementation is now essential, and I think more than casual. So yes, you need a super mineral, really comprehensive multivitamin. And the one that I developed and take is PERQUE Lifeguard, which has 40 active ingredients because you need all of them. And yes, I would take a detoxifying formula of some kind, hopefully one that was good to my liver. I would enhance my ability to deal with toxins by taking the amount of ascorbate vitamin C that I needed based on the C cleanse, so you can personalize and determine the individual's requirement. And the first thing that I would do in that regard is our test kit for measuring urine pH. That's a way of knowing how acid or alkaline is your urine after rest. It's a very important point that after 6 hours of rest, the fluid in the bladder equilibrates with the cells, and one time only do you get a meaningful measure of the cell acid state from the urine. When you're up and about and active, there are many, many influences. It's very hard to interpret a spot urine pH. But after 6 or more hours of rest, check your pH. It should be in the green 6.5 to 7.5 range. If it's more yellow, that's too acid. Below 6.5 is too acid, indicating a lack of magnesium and an excess of cell acid that is wearing you out and wearing down your battery and preventing your vitality from being renewed. And if you are over 8.5 on a consistent basis, that might be catabolic illness, and that's a separate matter to be dealt with. So you want to be just right. It's a kind of Goldilocks scenario. You want to have a healthy pH of 6.5 to 7.5 after 6 or more hours of rest, indicating that you're getting enough magnesium. And if you have too much acid in your urine and you lack minerals like magnesium, then you need things like PERQUE Mag Plus Guard and PERQUE Choline Citrate, because we enhance the uptake, chaperone the delivery, and actually have global patents on this enhanced uptake and delivered form of magnesium, where again, as our PERQUE philosophy and practice is, everything is active. Because it turns out not only do you need the magnesium, you need the citrate. The citrate is one of those special molecules that recharges the battery, the mitochondria of the cell. And you need the choline. It turns out that choline makes a helpful neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. It also helps the bile come out of your liver in a more liquid form so that toxins can more easily be removed from the bile. And then it turns out that choline and inositol are communication amplifiers, so they help the body move along in its metabolic process. So we need the minerals to buffer the acids, because our body produces acid every day in excess. And we are obliged to take in the amount of helpful buffering minerals that will protect us from wearing down our battery and wearing ourselves out. So if your get up and go has gotten up and went and you can't find it, I would check your urine pH after rest. If you have a chronic or degenerative illness, if you have an inflammatory repair deficient process that's continuing, if you have an autoimmune self-attacking condition, of which there are many, 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 the first thing I would do is look upstream at the causes. I would look at the quality of your digestion. I would look at the quality of your first morning urine pH after rest. And then I would modify my intake so that I could have enough of the helpful and buffering minerals that neutralize the acids and recharge the battery, so that we can sustain ourselves even in the stressful times and toxic times in which we live.